All right, so we got Justin here at KRG, and wanted to go through some of the chassis they have and talk about why they're so great.
All right. Well, here we have our X-Ray chassis, and we came out with this last year at SHOT Show. We introduced it, and then we started shipping a little bit later in the year after SHOT. Eventually, we got our colored chassis out. As you can see, we have the FDE version. This matches the Magnum FDE. So what this is we took our backbone off of our Whiskey 3 chassis, and this is the exact same backbone, and it uses the same trigger guard, but we've mated that to a polymer forend rather than the aluminum forend of the Whiskey 3. It lightens the weight up a bit, but you lose some of the mounting positions. But overall, the chassis we're able to offer it at a little bit lower price point,
okay.
And so that's helpful for guys who are just getting into the sport and whatnot. In the rear, instead of the machined aluminum buttstock here, we have a molded polymer buttstock, and that's paired up with a little bit simpler ergonomic adjustment system. We have length of pole spacer system here rather than the toolless length of pole like what's on the Whiskey 3, but you can still run it out about 2 inches, and you can still adjust the butt pad vertical, up and down a bit, not quite as much, but still enough. Now we kept the toolless cheek piece adjustment here, which is a really handy feature, and we still have the same. This is the same cheek piece, and then we still have some fore and aft adjustment, just like on the Whiskey 3.
Very good.
On this one. On the bottom here, the X-Ray comes with the bag rider, just like the Whiskey 3, and it also comes with a Magpul Mo L3 rail in the package, and you can pull this bag rider off here and put the rail on the bottom if you want to run a monopod. On the front, the forend, on the bottom of the forend, we have various mounting points like the Whiskey 3, and you can put the barrier stop on there, our tripod mount, the rails, L2 and L3 rails.
Does it take AI mags? Is that what
it does. It takes AICS mags. No additional bottom metal needed or anything like that. The chassis comes with the action screws, and basically it's ready to go. It's got a hardened stainless steel recoil lug in here, so that's an improvement over your factory stock that comes on the T3s. They have the aluminum lug, and then also up front we still have the ability to mount a lot of the accessories that we came out with for the Whiskey 3, like our night vision mount that fits in the barrel channel here, our spigot mount that fits in this slot here, extends your bipod mounting point and brings it closer to the barrel. And then we have a variety of sling mounts and things like that all fit on.
And this is that spigot here you're talking about?
Yeah, this is the one for the TRG, but it's basically the same thing.
Really cool. All right, awesome.
Okay.
So what about the Whiskey 3 over there? What kind of differences do we have?
So this is the Whiskey 3, and really, to generally describe the differences, I'd say that this is more aluminum versus polymer, and it's also more toolless versus adjustments that require a hex wrench to do. This one has a bunch of different accessories on it. It's kind of one of our showpieces for the show. It's got our night vision rail up here, sling mount, and then a skid plate and our barrier stop on here as well. Now this one has an aluminum forend, and you get the kind of the side mounting options. As you can see here, you got the sling mount on there. You can fit the L2 rail on there. It comes with the Magpul polymer rail. We offer an aluminum version of that. For the guys that want aluminum, you can shift that to the bottom and run a rail mounted bipod down here. They all come with the Harris studs, so you can run the Harris, and they've got the grooves as well. The X-Ray has these as well, so that your Harris doesn't twist on you when you're shooting. Okay, so now on all the chassis, the forend is adjustable, and the trigger guard has some adjustment in it too, so that you can adjust the fit of your magazine well. And what that'll do is allow you to make the magazine well as tight as you'd like. Most of the AI magazines vary in their dimensions, external dimensions slightly. because you got the the Accurate Mag clones, you got the Alpha Industry, and so they're all a little bit different. They all fit a little bit different. Some guys like the mags to not drop free, so you can set them up that way if you want to. It's really user preference. This Whiskey 3 has the larger grips on it. We have the 2 sizes, and all the chassis right now come with the small grips, and this one has the larger grips on for demonstration for the show.
Can you order them from the factory with the larger grip, or you have to buy those separate?
You can order them with the larger grip. It's a $50 surcharge if you order, if you have them at the time of the order, if you have them put on. Otherwise, it's an extra $29 for them separately.
Okay.
So on the back end, as you can see, this is all machined aluminum versus the polymer on the Whiskey 3. We keep the same style of cheek piece adjustment. This cheek piece is our over molded version. It's got a cushiony, grippy rubber covering. It's actually fixed to the cheek piece. This has the rail. You can see the attachment point for the rail here, and this has the toolless link to pull. So you just loosen the thumb screw here, flip this 180 degrees, and you can set your length to pull that way.
Very nice.
And it's some people think that that's maybe a superfluous feature, but you'd be surprised at how functional it is and how handy it is to have when you're in the range. If you have different shooters, maybe you're going from positional type like kneeling or standing position into prone shooting, it's really nice to have. Once you lock this into place, it's got set little scallops there. So once you find the preset, use 2 hands here.
Our both email addresses. One for
So once you find your proper position, lock this thumb screw down, takes any play out of the mechanism there, and you're good to go. Now here you can see we have a hex screw, that's used to adjust the height of the butt pad, and the butt pad on this one, on the Whiskey 3, it will tilt 15 degrees either way, so you can set that.
Very nice. And you have a folder version of this too, right?
We do have the folder. It's up here.
And what kind of a price difference are you looking at, the standard versus the folder?
for your product.
The folding stock is $12.99.
$12.99. Okay.
And the fixed stock is $9.39.
Okay.
So around $3.50 price difference, and then the fixed stock is about $3.50 higher than the X-ray.
Okay.
So kind of those steps up that way. This is a folding mechanism. This is release button here. Folds to the left and then locks in the folded position. To release that, you just hit this button and it snaps into place.
Okay.
For folding stock, the key really is to make sure that there's no wiggle when it's folded.
It stays rigid.
Exactly. This is the shooting usable position, and so we put a lot of effort into making sure that it's solid, absolutely no play, and that's how it is.
Perfect.
You can see here there's also a little built-in QD mount there.
Yep. Very nice.